What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Hero or Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Shaun Meehan, and joining me as always is Conor.
Why you do the normal intro? I'm actually more unnerved when you just do like a normal... no bits.
No bits. I've been running the numbers.
So, if anyone didn't listen to Monday's episode, Shaun apparently has ran the numbers and he has said that the people want information, they don't want bits.
Yes, facts,
which
figures.
Works for us because we're not funny. So that actually is a lot more helpful in terms of structuring the show.
We did nail it, to be fair with that.
Yeah, from the start, some would say. But so this is Hero Zero. This is the show where we choose one comic book character every single week. We talk their good points and their bad points, and we generally just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I normally choose DC characters, and Shaun, he normally does Marvel characters. I did Ambush Bug last week, so if you missed that one, you can go back and check it out. It's as random as you think it is. Shaun, I don't know who you're doing this week. I assume by your face, it's a bit.
Oh, well, I can tell you one thing, Conor, you're not going to like it. But
I love that.
I
love that energy.
This was a request from Kieran over on Instagram. So, you have to support it because it's not
so
my
now
choice.
You're saying, I don't support our listeners.
There's one bit in particular I think you'll like, but other than that, everything else.
So that if it is your first episode, you don't have to do anything, just chill out. If it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share. We're going for 150 5-star reviews on Spotify by the summer solstice for some reason, because I panicked.
For the solstice, folks.
Prepare for the solstice.
All my druids, what are we up to?
The children yearn for the solstice. So, if you could get us up to 150 5-star reviews over on Spotify, that'd be great.
155?
No, if you want to say it's just a little 3 dots at the top of Spotify, click rate show, put it in there. You don't have to, it's absolutely fine, but if you feel like it, that'd be really nice. You can head on over to our Patreon. We have extra movie reviews and just loads of extra bonus episodes over there. We recently reviewed Batman and Robin.
It's bad.
You like it, well, hang on now, Shaun.
The review is good.
The review is me and you going, it's terrible, but I like it.
Yeah, but it has the sauce.
Stop saying that. We had people write in, by the way, to say Shaun needs to stop saying sauce.
What? What do I have too much aura for you?
So Shaun, that's all of the stuff done. That means you now have the floor. You get to introduce us to a Marvel character that I assume is terrible. Please, if Kieran nominated, because he has a track record of doing characters that are obviously terrible to do reports on just to fuck with us.
Well, Conor, I got 3 words for you. And those 3 words are Finn, Fang, Foom.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's about to get racist. Okay.
No. Not as racist as you'd think, Conor.
Always a good start to a report.
So, for anyone that doesn't know who Fin Fang Foom is, for the duration of this report, I need you to picture a big green dragon like the one from Dragon Ball.
Okay, that's easy to... Okay.
And now that that's in your head, he's not a dragon, he's a shape-shifting alien.
Well, why did you say the dragon part?
Because he looks like a dragon most times, but he's not a dragon.
Okay, so he looks like a dragon, but he's a shapeshifter, so he could also look like, I don't know, a table.
Whatever he wants. Whatever he wants.
A green table is what I'm imagining. Please, continue.
He is a McLaughlin from the planet Kacaranthara, in the Maklu system of the Greater Magellanic Cloud.
Hey, Shaun, good to be. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
That was a lot of words right there.
That was so many words that I didn't understand.
It's from space. He resembles an anthropomorphic Chinese dragon. Foom and several other like-minded members of his race departed their peaceful planet centuries ago with the intention of conquering other planets.
Right.
They land on Earth in ancient China, and they use their shape-shifting powers to mimic human form, intending to kind of infiltrate society, get a load of power, and then take over the planet that way.
I'll be honest with you, it sounds like the exact same storyline as the Skrull storyline.
It's very similar. This came first. This is like the 60s, 61.
So the Skrulls, this walked so the Skrulls could run.
Oh, you better believe it, bucko.
Okay.
Foom was the navigator, and he decided to serve as a backup. So if something went wrong and they were rumbled, he was going to stay on the ship, and he was like, "I'll get us back if we have to." So they gave him a herb that sent him into a deep slumber, so that he would sleep while the crew entered the world of men.
Few Guinness, lad.
12 or 13 pints. And
Jesse be out for a while.
He slept until the very year 1961.
Oh, good.
When he was deliberately awakened by teenager Chen Lu Chao, whose homeland was under threat from the communist Chinese. Liu Chao taunted Foom with the threat of the herb, to goading the dragon into chasing. Because he's like, "I woke you up, but I'll send you back to sleep right the fuck now."
Okay, right. So, is the spaceship is on Earth?
Spaceship's on Earth. Spaceship is in like countryside China.
And so this kid just comes across the spaceship and then walks in, and like big alien boy is there asleep.
Yeah. So this is one of those things that is added after.
Classic.
Historically, I think Fu Manchu... Fing Fang Foom. Fu Manchu is an awful racist parody. The Fing Fang Foom woke up for the first time when the Mandarin found him and got his special magic rings. But then Marvel was like, "Oh, but that's like hundreds of years of untold stories, so let's just have him wake up a few times."
That does make sense. I love when they write themselves into a corner and then they realise they have to rewrite it. I just think that's great.
So basically, this kid lures Fing Fang Foom to the base camp of the Chinese communists, and this big dragon just fucking wrecks shop. Because of course he does.
Because he's a big dragon.
Big dragon, and then lures him back to the tomb, and then he
at this
gives
point,
him the herb.
And I've never asked this before in a report, but how does the Green Dragon feel about communism?
You know what, Connor? Based on all the evidence, he's not a fan.
He's not a big fan of it. Okay, fair enough.
And also, you got to remember, this is written by Americans. So,
communism,
better dead than red. You know what I'm saying?
Or a green dragon, maybe.
That sounds like communist talk.
Oh no, McCarthyism.
At some point in the Hulk's adventures, Fing Fang Foom was released from his frozen state. He was now in Antarctica for some reason.
Sorry, he was woken up and then he went to Antarctica and then he froze again.
He was in a bunch of adventures happened, and then the writers were like, "Fuck, he's actually in Antarctica now."
And then they just froze him.
Yeah, and he's still sleeping. But Fing Fang Foom's whole thing is that he just keeps being woken up and asked to do stuff.
Like me.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's me for real.
He's just like me, guys. So Fing Fang Foom was released from his frozen state in Antarctica, and he shapeshifted into humanoid form. Foom believed that Hulk could be an ally. However, as soon as he reverted to his dragon form, Hulk immediately saw him as a threat and punched him into the moon.
Strong step one from Hulk there. Straight to the moon.
This feels like a load of stories that were told in like Christmas annuals and stuff like that. Just
loads of random 10-page excerpts that just doesn't make any sense.
I do have a fun story later on.
I love, by the way, that Hulk's first step is uppercut a man to the moon if he feels threatened.
So he's fine when he's a man.
Yeah.
The second he turns into a big dragon.
So a Hulk can't make that connection.
Yeah. He's like, "Where's Barry?"
It's like Clarke Kent when he puts on glasses. He takes them off. Hulk gets confused.
Hulk is stupid at this point as well. So.
Have you seen Barry?
It's never explained how Fing Fang Foom left the moon. He just...
he probably just fell asleep and fell back to Earth or something. I don't know.
At some point, the sleeping Fing Fang Foom was captured by the Elder of the Universe, known as the Collector. who you'll remember as Benicio del Toro from the Guardians.
I do remember him as Benicio del Toro. That's kind of all I remember him as, yes.
And he was imprisoned underground with a bunch of other like monsters and villains and stuff like that. Foom and the other monsters were liberated when the Mole Man attacked the facility and just set everyone free, basically.
I mean, I know it's a tangent.
Yeah.
But what's the Mole Man's deal with the Collector? Just like collecting things?
No, he's more... Mole Man's whole thing is underground. So he's like, you're fucking with the underground, I don't like that. He's got principles, the Mole Man.
He's strong with principles.
And you know what? I want you to just imagine the Underminer.
Shaun, was I imagining anything else?
Big green dragon.
Obviously, it's the Underminer.
All of the monsters were rounded up by the Fantastic Four and deposited on Monster Isle, which is an island where they intended to contain a bunch of big monsters.
So they put all the big monsters on the same island.
Yeah, and what's also gas, Connor, is island had no security measures.
We call it Jurassic Park. So they put all the monsters on an island.
Yeah.
And they decided that nobody needs to watch the island because none of the monsters will be able to get off that. It's fine, look the other way.
Yeah, but Fin Fang Foom he's very clever and also can fly. So
notoriously, dragons normally can fly in this whole situation.
One of their main abilities, I would say.
That is going to be a flaw in the whole island plan. Unless, I mean, they have a big dome. Do they have a big glass dome around?
Nah, not a dome.
Just
no dome.
Free air.
They're free range monsters, you know?
Do they have anybody even just at a tower going, here now, get back down there now, don't get any ideas?
There's a couple of regular men with guns, but like... He's a dragon.
I love that. Just like, we have an island full of monsters. Give a lad an AK-47.
Look, after that, you're very well compensated.
He's 700 feet tall.
So Foom just flies away, goes back to sleep in his tomb. And this is where we get to when the Mandarin finds him. So...
Okay.
The Mandarin, the place where Fin Fang Foom hangs out, is known as the Valley of the Sleeping Dragon. And the Mandarin basically found the ship that Fin Fang Foom was sleeping under and all of his crewmates had left from an infiltrated society. And then Fin Fang Foom was asleep. Mandarin came in, found these artifacts, the Rings of Power, his 10 rings that do various things that I can't remember what they do.
Well, like what? Yeah, what is like invincibility? What is like ultimate punches?
And there's one that's like, it's like dark matter or something like that.
One he could like do cool backflips and stuff.
Yeah. He also woke up Fin Fang Foom and used him to threaten the Chinese government.
Fucking hell. And does Finn ever have like any changing ideas in terms of communism, or is he always still just like attacking governments?
He's usually staunchly against communism, I would say. Yeah. But that's a good point. I think he's against organised government. Which, me for real.
You're always sleeping and you're against governments.
I mean, it's like looking in a dragon-shaped mirror. Your hair
is actually green.
It is indeed. We're all set, boys. So, it's the 60s. We're trying to stop communism. You send in Iron Man. Capitalism as a superhero.
I mean, what is better than communism is capitalism. Iron Man's the perfect encapsulation of what we're doing here.
It's the only way. Eggs cost $5. It's fantastic.
Nothing will go wrong. Keep giving everyone guns.
Iron Man confronted the villains and was defeated. But when the remaining aliens shed their disguises and were like, we're going to take over the world now, Iron Man and the Mandarin teamed up to fight them. Ultimately, the Mandarin combined the power of his rings with Iron Man's armour, creating a small nuclear blast that wiped the aliens out.
This is one of those stories where they have two guys, right? And Iron Man is liked, and he's a superhero. And the Mandarin is like basically a god, if we're going to think about, and they have to figure out a way of why Iron Man is needed in this storyline, because I'm sure Mandarin could just make a nuclear bomb, probably using one of the rings of some
He's a
sort.
ring that does dark matter, you know?
He does dark matter. I mean, at that point, you're kind of just in magic territory. Then he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. But they're like, well, Iron Man's here, so, and he helped somehow. He has a suit, I suppose.
Thank God you were here, Iron Man.
I couldn't have done it without you, lad. Fair play to you.
We saved the city. So
I love a double team up where one is clearly terrible.
Yeah, but they have to be there for the cover. So that the nuclear bomb was not the end of Fin Fang Foom. Though his body was destroyed, his spirit endured by bonding itself to a small dragon statue.
Sorry, at this point, he's been blown up by a nuclear blast.
Indeed he has.
Seems like the end of the story, but you're saying his energy has gone into what?
Into a small dragon statue.
Now, lucky. That's lucky now.
It's very convenient. And that same statue, Connor, was stolen from a curio shop by a teenager named Billy Yuan, because Foom could mentally influence him to steal the statue. Then, using the child's body as a conduit for his power...
Oh no. Never use a child's body for a conduit of your power.
Never use a child's body for anything, I would say. Unless it's to clean a chimney. They're good at that.
Oh, they can fit in there easy, lad.
You think a grown person is fitting in? No,
I'm too big to go up there.
I'm too yoked.
Throw it out a baby.
So, Fin Fang Foom summoned thousands of lizards from the sewers beneath New York, merging them with the child's body to recreate his own form.
I'm starting to turn on him there now. Starting to... I was wishing when he was against the communists, but now I'm starting to think, hang on, don't be using lizards on a little child's body to make a big dragon.
Now he's effectively a child killer.
Now he has technically killed that child, and I feel like that's going to lose him some brownie points. Now, I'm not totally lost on the lad, but I'm starting to get my doubts.
So Iron Man was able to defeat Fin Fang Foom with the help of the last remnants of Billy's consciousness that were inside Foom's mind. He overpowered him and was like, no, we're not going to...
Was it one of them Billy, remember who you are?
Yeah, Billy, you're a good boy. I think Billy might still die. I'm not sure.
Billy, you're not 1,000 lizards. You're a real boy.
Be honest, Billy doesn't have a hyperlink on the Marvel wiki, so...
It just says R.I.P. beside him. Yeah. Lizard boy.
So Fin Fang Foom was taken into custody by Sunset Bane, who's she's like a tech military lady who deals in bad people.
Sunset Bane.
Sunset Bane. Cool fucking name. That's a real name.
So it's Bane, but at a time of the day.
Bain is the last.
Bain. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough, but it's close enough.
Also goes by Madam Menace, which is pretty good.
Madam Menace is a great nickname.
She's killing it. She's got all the names.
Oh, Sunset Bane and Madam Menace.
However, legal complications, which I think because Foom technically wasn't a US citizen or something like that, resulted in...
He got deported.
Well, he got deported back to Monster Isle again.
I mean, he's been blown up by a nuclear bomb and then he killed a child with lizards and now he's back on a monster island, even though he can still fly, technically?
Yeah, but there's bigger things. There's bigger things on the horizon for him, Connor.
Okay.
Because this takes place in a little book called JLA vs. Avengers, Volume 11. And so, Fin Fang Foom fights the Justice League while he's on Monster Isle. Oh yeah, so you better believe it.
This is a big crossover event. They got the Justice League from DC in to fight all of the Marvel boys.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is going to sell a lot of comics. Who do we get to fight Superman? Only Fin Fang fucking Foom. And he'll fuck him up.
Yeah. He fights, it's all the Justice League. So it's, I mean, you know him, Batman, Superman, Owlman's in there.
Never heard of them.
Atom. Plastic Man, Wonder Woman.
I think Plastic Man could take Fin Fang Foom.
Plastic Man can't die, really, can't he not?
I'm pretty sure Plastic Man would fuck Fin Fang Foom up. Yes.
Oh, in a heartbeat, yeah.
Who, actually, better question, who on that team isn't beating Fang Foom.
Batman.
It starts some drama. Well, if we're honest with ourselves, Batman probably is the one to die first.
100%. Or, like, if Green Arrow is there, he's fucked.
Oh, Green Arrow's first dead. Like, because he's going to see the green and he's going to see the threat. Hulk will uppercut him into the moon, so that takes him out.
Yeah. Green Lantern, he's probably fine. Then Martian Manhunter.
No, Owlman surely's first dead.
Oh, yeah, actually, you're right.
Owlman first, Batman second. We're not taking any comments on this. So, if you disagree, we agree as well. And whatever you take is fine.
Apparently Starro also shows up in this.
Against or for the Justice League?
I think he's just also there.
He's just chilling. He's on Monster Island. You know how is?
It's another monster to fight, you know?
To be fair, he would be good on a Monster Island.
Actually, he's nearly made for Monster Island, isn't he? So, look, and then everyone goes back to their own dimensions, and that's fine. Again, he's just popping up in weird stories. Years later, having spent some time rethinking his role in the world, Foom became a follower of Buddhism, and with the rest of his crew/species gone, he decided to reform. He willingly entered into a rehabilitation program spearheaded by Reed Richards, in which he and 3 other monsters, also 3 other Hero Zeros that you're going to hear soon, the robot Electro, the giant ape Gorgilla, and the alien Googam.
Not Googam.
They got Googam.
Big Googam. I'm starstruck.
So they were all shrunk down to human size, and then they had a mental block put on them so that they couldn't use their powers. So they were allowed then to just enter human society
and just go to rehab.
Yeah, and Foom takes up a job as the chef in a Chinese restaurant inside the Baxter building. But
so he's just a regular dude now.
Just a regular dude for a good long while.
He's just a chef.
I think this was a time in comics where, we can't just have the dragon kicking around.
It's a conversation you have to have, because once you come up with the dragon on the Dragon Island or on the Monster Island, you're like, well, that is a bit of a plot hole.
Yeah,
that we're kind of leaving dangling there. We kind of need to get rid of the big dragon.
I think this might have been around the time as the X-Men movies, and things were starting to get more serious in comics.
Oh yeah. So
they're we should probably write out the Chinese caricature of a dragon.
So you just turn him into a regular Chinese man.
Yeah, and put him to work inside Reed Richards'
put him in
house.
A Chinese restaurant cooking.
Yeah, head chef, to be fair to him.
Fair play to him, it's a promotion.
Where'd he learn how to cook? Who knows?
Yeah, he's an alien who's asleep most of the time.
And then he did also one time help Wong to save Christmas. So
feels like they just put the 2 Asian characters with each other, but I'm not going to say anything on that.
It really does, yeah. No, there's a robot Santa that's going rampaging through New York, and
is that Wong not the plot from Futurama?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
Wong is trying to defeat him, and Foom is like, I don't care, and he fully walks away, and then Wong is the only one fighting this robot Santa, and Foom has this weird moment of honour of just I can't let a man fight alone, though.
Can't let a man fight Santa alone.
Yeah, and he wants to make it clear, I have no skin in this. I just think you should have help.
Do you think they should create a Disney Plus series, but have it set in the kitchen?
Where he's just
have cousin and cousin. But it's Foom.
It's the Thing and Fing Fang Foom.
It's the Thing and Foom, and they're just smoking a cigarette on their lunch break. Oh, fuck.
Can we get Jeremy Allen White to play believable
I want
Chinese?
Jeremy in here. I want Rat Boy.
He's an interesting looking fellow.
Ah, what a man.
So in terms of powers and abilities, he has just vast strength, stamina. He can lift over 100 tons. He never gets tired, basically. He's superhumanly durable.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This man has literally slept for about 3/3
of the herb. It's because of the herb, Connor.
So you're just saying he's high all the time. He's just like, he's buzzing.
Yeah, it's a thinly veiled reference to opium. What do you want from me?
He's just buzzing. Non-stop, so he is. He'll sleep when he's fucking dead, lad.
He doesn't need to breathe. He has withstood a thunderclap from the Worldbreaker Hulk, which is the strongest form of the Hulk.
Okay.
He's withstood Iron Man's repulsor blasts at 40 times the standard capacity. He basically can live forever. He can shapeshift. Has a regenerative healing factor. He can possess people's spirits and take over their bodies like he did with that child that one time.
I forgot about the child, yeah.
He also has transmogrification. You know, he can shoot a beam from his eyes that changes stuff into other stuff.
Oh, and does he get to choose the stuff it changes into, or is it always the same stuff?
You better believe it. He has transformed people into animals. He has transformed people's brains into different versions of their brains so that they will do what he wants.
Can I just... Well, then my question is, like, what's the danger here? Why... This can't be possible for the sole reason that, like, the man can't die. He doesn't need to breed. And is he not just like a god? Can he not just do whatever the fuck he wants?
Essentially, he is, yeah. He can swallow nukes. He has telepathy. He can produce an acid mist around him.
Ah, good.
He can reproduce asexually.
Fantastic.
He can also separate his negative emotions from himself, so he's clear-headed.
That's all none the rest of us can do. Fair play to him. To be fair, that's the strongest power of all, Shaun.
Yeah, he has also mastered the fighting style of his people, which happens to be identical to most Asian martial arts.
Funny how that worked out, isn't it? What a quinky dink. And
then, in terms of weaknesses, he's extremely vulnerable to an unidentified herbal leaf found only in China.
So he's just a drug head. He's just an addict.
Pretty much. He just relapses every so often. And I guess the heroes then try and get him to fall off the wagon.
So you're telling me the hero's plan is to get this guy to fall off the wagon, because when he's on the wagon, he's too powerful.
Better than communism, though, isn't it?
So I love the idea of Iron Man being like, well, we could end communism. Simultaneously, I could get that guy to do drugs. That would solve my problem.
And I'm Tony Stark, so I'm definitely going to do the drugs.
I love guys doing drugs.
I love abusing substances with the homies.
I'm going to ruin that guy's life. Fuck him.
What's he done for me?
I didn't realise that this guy was basically a god who's also kind of just an addict.
Yeah, no, he's basically unkillable. Like he was blown up by a nuclear bomb and he just survived as a spirit.
So our heroes just have to they just have to get him to do some drugs and then they win.
Pretty much, yeah, and then maybe throw him on Monster Island for a while.
I mean, I cannot stress enough. You just told me that this man can swallow a nuclear bomb, doesn't need to breathe, doesn't need to eat, can turn things into other things with his eyes.
Yeah.
And they're putting him on just like a piece of land.
Yeah, he got deported. No one beats ice, Connor.
They keep moving him to Cuba.
just out of sight, and just let him fly away.
But he can fly.
He also came back from the moon that one time.
Yeah, he can breathe in space.
Yeah, he can go wherever he wants.
I would say he might be able to breathe underwater, ultimately ruining the whole island thing.
But can't breathe on land.
This character is fascinating. It's also clearly a throwback to the time where they were just trying some shit that was undertones of racist, but they just went with it.
Yeah, and it's like, we'll put a dragon on the cover. That'll sell comics.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen the TV show American Dragon, Shaun? I mean,
yeah. I remember how they changed the art style after season 1, and it was fucked.
I remember that. I remember that well. Cost too much money.
Make it worse, says I.
Hire less people.
Yeah, don't pay them. Work them harder.
Is there any AI? No, it's 2006. Fuck it.
Fuck it. I have this 20 questions machine.
We'll fucking figure it out. No, I mean, it's definitely not as racist as Egg Foo.
Egg Foo is by far the most racist thing we've ever
I think it's the most racist character we've ever done. But it treads a line, is what I would say. That the Asian character has to be addicted to opioids and somehow then becomes just a chef in a Chinese restaurant. But he also stops communism, so I suppose...
He does stop communism.
Good? Bad?
Now, if he starts stopping socialism, there's an issue.
In the 60s, fantastic.
In the 60s, the best you could ever do. He was better than Captain America at the time.
So, I mean, Shaun, that was a great report. Thanks you very much. If you like what you heard, we've done hundreds of these reports. Cover thousands at this point. They cover loads of DC and Marvel characters. So if you have a favourite character and we have not done them, do exactly what Ciara did. Message us on Instagram, on Blue Sky, on Twitter, any of the social media platforms. We have a Facebook page, which is Detective Development Discussion Group. You can head on over there. Basically, just message us anywhere. If you have a favourite character, you want us to cover them, we will add them to the list and we'll try and get to them. As I said, you can give us a like, a follow, a share, but most importantly, just tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun.
And we shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.